I've had a lot of people make comments over the last couple of weeks, something along the lines of, Kev, why don't you tidy your house? Kev, how can you be so organised on YouTube but so disorganised on keeping your house tidy, doing housework? Kev, how can you manage to release a couple of videos a day, every day on YouTube for like 2 years, but you can't stick to a diet and exercise regime? And I just wanted to address them. They don't particularly bother me. I definitely see your point. I don't know if I wish is the right word, because I'm quite comfortable with how things are, but I understand in an ideal world I'd be able to keep absolutely on top of everything. But for me, from my point of view, it's all about goal setting, prioritising, and dealing with the important urgent matrix that we learn all about as teachers, and it's something that you get in lots of self-help books and stuff like that. And for me, it's one of the most helpful things I ever learned as part of my teacher training and all the reading and research and stuff that goes along with that. And it's just prioritising, well, firstly working out what your priorities in life are, and then using those to make sure you focus on the stuff that's important rather than the stuff that's urgent. I need to draw a diagram. So, for me to break down all of the stuff that I should be doing or would like to do, or break down my life into order of priority at the moment, what are the things that are most important to me, it breaks down something like that. So, number one, top priority at the moment is don't starve, don't end up homeless, don't run out of money. Do well on YouTube, that could be described as. Make sure you get the work done. Do the videos, get them out there, get people seeing them, get people watching them, spread the word, try and make money. That's got to be the number one priority. I'm leaving a safe, secure job that I've been in for a long time and could be in for the rest of my life quite easily to take a massive risk. So the number one priority at the moment has to be paying the bills. Number two, and it's been one of the massive themes of this vlog, get Andy back to school. That's the next high priority. After making sure that we pay the bills and we don't starve, the next thing that we need to do is get Andy back to school. It avoids the fines, it avoids all the nonsense, it will make a massive difference to the quality of life for me and Anna and the girls, and it's massively important. Priority number three, and you can see that it's already starting to get pushed back and segmented a little bit, because I don't get to do this as much as I would want to, but as long as I'm paying the bills and working towards getting Andy back to school, the next most important thing for me is family time. That's why we invested in the Merlin cards, because we want to be able to make the most of those times when Andy's at his respite care by taking the girls out and doing fun stuff with them. Lucy's 15 now, she's not going to be around for she's not dying, but she's not going to be living with us for more than another 2, 3, 4 years probably. Amy's just about to start secondary school. It's massively important times for them. We want to make sure we spend quality time with them. I need to make sure I spend quality time with Anna so she doesn't feel neglected. And we also need to make sure that Andy gets to do some fun stuff too, not just nagging at him about getting him to the school and taking him to his medical appointments. We also need to make sure... That's a lot of whistling. We also need to make sure that he gets the opportunity to do the things he wants to enjoy. So trips to churches. We're going to go to Alton Towers see BB's Land for him because he wants to do that. So that's really important. And then fourth place and bottom is all the other stuff. So that's where we get cleaning, health, other stuff, all the other things that people put in their priorities list. Yes, it would be nice to really prioritise my health, or really prioritise having a really spotless health, but a really spotless house. But in order to do that, I only have so much time in the day. I'd have to pick one of these that I'm not going to prioritise. And no matter what way I look at it, and hopefully no matter what way you look at it, from my perspective, your priorities might be different, but for me, there is never going to be a scenario where cleaning the dining room floor is going to be a higher priority than any of those three things. Let me show you it a different way with a different diagram. Here we have the urgent important matrix. It might look differently to how it's looked if you've seen this before. I might have got it set out differently, but this is how I sit and use it. And I do use this kind of thing because to me, the purpose, the goal of what I'm trying to achieve with everything I try and achieve is make sure that I'm spending as much time as possible doing important stuff. And trying to avoid anything becoming urgent. So every activity I could possibly do, you could categorise it into one of these areas. So, I don't know, let's put a few things in categories. Hold on, I'm going to adjust your angle. So, let's say we've got the washing up. I think everyone will agree that the washing up is pretty urgent, because in order to be able to eat the next day, you need to wash up that day's stuff. But we've just looked at my priorities. By my own definition, the washing up is not important. Therefore, washing up goes in the urgent, not important. Also in there, I mean, to be honest, cut grass, that's not urgent, not important. You need to do it, I don't know, every few months, every few weeks. It's not particularly important. I don't care if my grass is long. We can also put in here stuff like watch TV. It's not urgent, it's not important. We could have non-urgent, important stuff. So that's where we've got stuff like family time. It's not urgent, but it's important. And then we have the urgent, important stuff like, I don't know, daily videos. They're urgent because I have to do them every day, and they're important because they align with my priorities. They align with what I want to do. So obviously there's just a couple of examples in each category there, but depending on, it doesn't even come down to what your priorities as a person might be. What a lot of people do, if they don't really put a lot of thought into this, and if they don't really decide that they're going to focus on it important rather than urgent, a lot of people find themselves spending a lot of their time down here. They're doing the urgent, not important stuff. That's what they do first. So they'll make sure they wash up, they make sure they do the hoovering, they make sure that their car is washed, because I couldn't have a dirty car. And that might be important to them. In their whole list of life priorities, having a clean car might be a really high priority, in which case it shouldn't be down here at all. It moves up into urgent, important, and it's fine. If it's important to you, it's important to you. I'm not going to tell you what's important and what's not important to you. It just isn't important to me. So the fact that it's urgent is irrelevant. I don't care. If it's not important, it doesn't get my time, unless I've completely finished all of the urgent, important stuff, which takes top priority every day. And then, rather than going down into urgent, non-important, I move across into non-urgent, important. So if I've finished all my videos and all my work for the day, and I've got the choice between washing up or doing something stupid with the kids, like a jelly bean eating competition, then I'm always going to go in that direction. And it might seem like I'm wasting time, but I'm really not, because I'm aligning myself with my own priorities and my own ideas of what's important. That's why I very rarely just sit and watch TV. If I'm sat in front of the TV, it's usually because I'm doing something else at the same time. It would just be there as background noise. And that's why my grass hasn't been cut for about 2 years. That's why the printer yesterday was really dirty, and that's why I'm not that bothered that I still haven't put carpet down in the garage to stop the dust kicking up everywhere, because in the grand scheme of things, it's just not that important. However, we do have 2 tasks today that fall into the urgent, important category of the matrix. Number 1 is producing today's videos. I've already made a football manager video, I'm about to do a total extreme wrestling video, but I'm putting that on the back burner slightly, because that's like a 20-minute job that I can do this evening if need be. A much bigger job, because it ties into that priority number 1, don't starve, because it's going to bring in money by doing it, is dealing with this pile from yesterday. So I've got to stick 35 DHL labels onto 35 parcels ready for these to be collected tomorrow, because that way I get paid for doing all that work, and that's quite important. That's why I'm going to do that and not even look at the fact that the utility room is still a mess, because that's not important. But it will get done eventually, because eventually that's going to become an extension of the studio area, and I'll keep stuff in there. But for now, it's not important enough. That's more important. The videos are more important. And then all 5 of us are going to go and have dinner with my dad's, because family time, more important than tidying that room. See? To do that though, I need to go to Tesco and buy more tape, because that tiny little roll of tape that I had yesterday is just not going to get the job done. Tape acquired. Apologies if that bit before came across as a little bit preachy. I'm trying to think of an excuse for it. There isn't really an excuse for it. But you know what? Sometimes, if you believe strongly enough about something, you get a little bit preachy. It wouldn't be a proper daily vlog if I didn't occasionally go off on a rant about my belief systems and the way I lead my life. And I am firmly of the belief that no one ever succeeded at anything without becoming completely and utterly obsessed by it, which is why the YouTube stuff is number one priority. It's why I spend so much time on it. It's why some other stuff, like health, have been allowed to slip over the last year or two. It has to be an obsession, or else it won't work. But a positive spin on that is that with me leaving work in 8.5 days' time, it's not going to change my priorities. The priorities will still be like those ones that we looked at before, but the amount of time that I have each day to work on the priorities is going to increase massively. So there might be room to slip another priority in. And I'm thinking probably, still not going to be cleaning, but my health, that's probably going to need to become priority number 4. Especially with it being my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to turn 35. It's about time I started taking these things seriously before the whole health thing starts to take some of these decisions out of my hands and dictate to me how I spend my time. And goodness me, do I not like having people dictate to me, or situations dictate to me how to spend my time. It's one of the reasons I'm so keen to work for myself. So I'm not about to leave having a boss and having a set place to be and have that replaced by health concerns dictating what I can and can't do and when I can and can't do it. So I'm thinking, obviously not all the time I would have spent on work, but a percentage of the time that was previously spent working for somebody else, it's now going to be spent on sorting out my health. I just need to work out how. But those parcels still need doing, so I better go home. I've been stood here with the door half open. For those people who are really into tape, and I know there's probably going to be people who are really into tape, because this may well be the thumbnail. Let me know, Scotch tape or sellotape. I went for Scotch tape because the second roll inside was clear tape as well, but with sellotape it was metallic. Did I make a bad choice? Yes! Complete! 35 labels. Stuck to 35 packages. Just need to take them into the house ready to be collected tomorrow. And then I can get back to video making and whatnot. We're on our way to my dad's, although it's gone 6 o'clock and we're in the car because he's running late and we're lazy. It's only 2 streets further on, but some people who will remain nameless,
the Pinky Pong,
the Pinky Ponk, still don't like walking there because they're worried it means we won't go to the church straight afterwards, so we're having to go in the car, which I find quite troubling. Although we do get another example of all 3 of them fitting in the back of the car properly, because we actually have a car that fits children in now. If you're wondering where the 5th member of our party is, she's currently in the shop over there because he's run out of pop, which means he'll dehydrate if we don't get beverages for him, which is hard to do at 6 o'clock on a Sunday when all the shops are closed, apart from that one, which is where she is. No, she's taking ages.
Here he is! Hi! You have?
Get that off me.
You're back! Have you got something for me?
Yes, I've got Fantas for you 3, and I've got a Vimto for me and a Diet Coke for you.
You're a good girl, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
You're welcome.
Very cool. On the bin. Pinky Ponk on the bin.
Why is that on the bin?
So that's what he does.
Well, the bin lid was
iPad, please.
open because I've been gardening.
Please,
so he came on and he was
iPad,
like, close the
please.
lid, and he closed the lid, and that's where the Pinky Ponk is. Put it on
Look
the
at
bin.
the star!
What's going on over here?
Pretty.
It's my birthday tomorrow, and she's gate crashing my birthday celebratory period.
Yours is bigger.
That's alright then!
This is it on
And this one's for you too.
Hey!
Why are you walking right next to me?
I know.
You sit down here.
You can sit down then.
Woohoo!
You are.
Am I allowed to open them now?
If you want to, yeah.
I do want to.
Oh, I need cute. There's a bug on my
At your
envelope.
place, yours in a few weeks, Andy.
Oh, thank you.
Card.
Hand out.
I got a card.
Happy birthday.
Yay!
That's the same dog that I want on my mask that I'm going to get.
It is the same. Kevin.
There's a pug.
Oh, the pug mask.
I did read it.
I remember you got
There's a
that.
pug mask that has a strap that goes underneath the chin, so when you open and
That
close
was
your
from
mouth.
Good Mythical
Yeah,
Morning.
I desperately want it. It's £40 on Amazon. It is on my Amazon wish list. If anyone would like to see me wearing a pug mask, just saying.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Actually,
darling.
I've got my disco on Thursday and I wanted to
It's a Batman shirt.
Batman shirt.
Exactly, a Batman shirt.
I put my presents in there.
And it's a Game of Thrones shirt.
I will be commandeering
You
that.
will not.
Well, this is why we bought two, see. His and hers. You can have one each now.
No, you think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Hide them. Can I borrow your bag? Where's your bag?
I have a bag.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna wear them both now.
Technically not your birthday till tomorrow, so you can't actually wear it until tomorrow.
Got that one.
You're 35.
You're 40 tomorrow, Kev.
Yeah. And that one. Camera's on. I'm 27.
27. Spring chicken.
Exactly. She's saying I don't look 27.
No, you don't.
Very upset. I'm 27, aren't I?
34. There's no way What?
I am. I'm a spring chicken. You may have noticed I'm wearing a shirt today. This wasn't a fashion decision. This was a I don't have any clean t-shirts decision. Now that problem has been solved, I might go and get changed so I can get back into my normal uniform. But I think Anna will yell at me for dirtying 2 items of clothing in one day. Need to sneak away and hope she doesn't notice.
Get in, Callum. Oh, now I understand why I'm brick things out.
Yes! Finally got a cat in one of my videos. The money's gonna flow now.
Oh.
Who's your mate?
This is a kitten. Yeah.
Birthday card! A Hallmark one? This isn't from you then, surely?
No, time was short.
Did you steal this envelope? Where? Amazon vouchers! It's Prime Day tomorrow.
No, it isn't. Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
I thought it was tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. Starts 6 o'clock tomorrow.
I thought it was
6 o'clock tomorrow. Marvellous. Tar. I shall use that to buy stuff I don't need.
I thought you
In fact, that's exactly the amount that I need for that pug mask we were talking about before. So I may be wearing a pug mask next time you see me.
I'm doing the shopping when we get home.
You strap your chin into it and when you open your mouth, the dog opens his mouth.
I look forward to watching the vlog when you're wearing that.
I'll be wearing it here.
Going outside now.
Pug mask. You're outside?
Yeah.
Splendid.
I'm outside.
That's significant because he doesn't go outside. His thing's still on there. This one's outside as well. So is that one. These ones, however, don't like outdoors.
I'm putting stuff
I love the outdoors, thank you
Well,
very
look
much.
where you are though. That indoors.
See this? Cleaning plates.
But you're sat on your chair.
We've already talked today about my thoughts on cleaning, so it's the matrix. Importance and urgency, it's all wrong in that direction.
What is he on about?
You can hold this. No.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Look at me.
Honey, you will back yes in the chair.
Okay, you can put it on the chair now. Okay.
You gonna try Zoe? Or shake it again?
Whenever you're on the vlog, people say we look the same.
Am I often on the vlog?
Not often, no. I just want to make the point that we don't look the same. He is clearly a Frenchman, judging by his t-shirt, whereas I am not.
This is true.
We need to get a picture of that outfit.
Gonna get me?
Wait.
Our outfits are fine. I've been getting nothing but grief all day because I'm wearing a red shirt with green shorts and blue flip-flops, and apparently that's not what you do. says the girl all in black on a summer's day.
This isn't black, this is green.
I'm colourblind, you racist.
And these are red.
I was red. And
This is still happening over here. I think it's the first time you've been on top of this car. Congratulations, you're higher up. Church is locked up because it's nearly 8 o'clock, so he's fake crying at the moment, which is rather amusing. We've just been trying to plan, and it is very early planning stage at the moment, a sort of family holiday thing, just for one night for us. My dad wants to take the girls away for 4 or 5 nights in his trailer tent, and we'll try and go along for one night sometime in August maybe. Take Andy with us. He went there to visit for the day last year and hasn't really stopped asking to go back since, so be interested to see if he can do a night in a tent. It opens up a world of possibilities for us to maybe have a holiday at some point, maybe next year. We'll have to see. Don't know why he's screaming, but it doesn't seem like there's any commotion going on there. We'll call it a day there on today's vlog. Next time you see me, I'll be 35 years old. I assume that means I'm going to have grey hair, extra wrinkles. I don't know what else happens to you as you get old. I'll probably still be as handsome as I am now. Thanks for watching.